Have you ever spent hours studying for an exam, only to forget almost everything the next day? You're not alone. Studies show that the human brain forgets up to 70% of new information within 24 hours, a brutal truth that every student has felt at some point. But what if I told you there's a group of students who managed to crack the code of long-term memory? In Japan, students learn and remember thousands of intricate kanji characters, each representing meaning, pronunciation, and even subtle emotion. What's crazy is that they remember them for years. How do they do it? Are they born geniuses with photographic memories? Not really. The secret lies in how they study, not how much they study. While most of us were told to highlight textbooks, reread notes, or cram all night before a test, Japanese students take a completely different approach. Their methods are simple, science-backed, and insanely effective at making information stick. Today, we'll uncover the 5 key techniques they use and how you can apply them to remember almost anything. Active recall, the mental gym for your brain. Most people think learning happens when you read or listen, but real learning starts when you try to remember without looking. That's called active recall, and it's like weightlifting for your brain. Here's how it works. Instead of rereading your notes, close the book and try to write or say everything you can remember. It's not easy, you'll struggle, you'll forget things, but that struggle is what strengthens your memory. Japanese students use this all the time. When practicing kanji, they don't just look at characters, they test themselves, write them from memory, and repeat until it becomes second nature. Each recall attempt literally rebuilds neural connections, making the memory stronger and harder to forget. Think of it like this. Reading fills your brain, but recall trains it. And like any muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it gets. The Kaizen method, small steps, big results. If you've ever seen a Kaizen Learning Center, you already know the method's magic. Small, daily progress. Instead of cramming hours of information in one sitting, Kaizen focuses on short, consistent practice, just 15 to 30 minutes a day. It might sound too simple, but over time, these short sessions compound into powerful learning. This idea mirrors James Clear's principle from Atomic Habits. Just a 1% improvement every day makes you 37 times better in a year. Japanese students live by this. Whether it's learning a new formula, a poem, or a kanji character, they don't aim for perfection overnight. They aim for steady progress. It's not about studying longer. It's about studying smarter and smaller. Space repetition. Water your knowledge like a plant. Imagine watering a plant by dumping an entire bucket of water once a month. It would drown and die. But if you water it a little every few days, it thrives. Memory works the same way. Japanese students use a technique called space repetition, where they review information right before they're about to forget it. The timing is everything. Review after 1 day, then 3 days and a week, and later, a month. Each revisit strengthens memory retention, pushing information deeper into long-term memory. Apps like Anki or Quizlet use this exact system, but it's been part of Japanese learning culture for decades. In cram schools and classrooms, students routinely revisit old materials to refresh and reinforce. If you ever wonder how someone can recall a foreign alphabet years later, space repetition is a reason. Your brain loves patterns, and space learning creates a rhythm it remembers. Kaizen, the art of constant tiny improvement. There's a word in Japanese that captures one of the most powerful philosophies for learning. Kaizen. It means continuous improvement, or simply getting a little better every day. For Japanese students, Kaizen isn't just about academics. It's a way of life. They don't chase overnight success. They build habits that last. Instead of 10-hour study sessions, they might do just 6 focus minutes daily. 2 minutes of active recall, 2 minutes of review, and 2 minutes of deep concentration. It's not the length of your study that matters. It's the quality. The magic happens when you make learning a part of your daily rhythm. Over time, these small moments compound, transforming how your brain processes and retains information. Shoo! The ritual of deep focus. Another secret behind Japan's incredible learning culture is shoo, meaning to discipline or to master through deep focus. In practice, This means building small rituals that tell your brain it's time to learn. Japanese students might light a candle, sit in the same chair, or use the same pen every time they study. These simple cues train the mind to enter focus mode automatically. It's like Pavlov's dog, but for productivity. When you study in a calm, distraction-free environment, your brain releases chemicals like dopamine and norepinephrine that boost concentration. This makes learning more efficient and less tiring. Why these methods work, and why yours might not. The reason these Japanese techniques work so well is that they align perfectly with how the brain learns. Memory isn't about repetition. It's about meaning and timing. Passive learning, like reading or highlighting, feels productive but doesn't create strong neural links. Active recall and spaced repetition do. Kaizen builds habits that keep you consistent, while the shoe method trains your focus so your brain stays fully engaged. These techniques aren't just for students. They work for anyone, whether you're learning a language, preparing for a certification, or just trying to remember names better. The formula is the same. Recall plus repetition plus reflection plus ritual equals retention. Bringing it all together, learn smarter, not harder. You don't have to move to Japan to study like a Japanese student. You just have to adopt their mindset. Start small. Maybe today, try active recall for 10 minutes instead of rereading notes. Tomorrow, review what you learned using spaced repetition. In a week, create a small study ritual and light a candle. Sit in your favorite corner and get into focus mode. These small actions compound over time. 1 month from now, you'll not only remember more, you'll understand more deeply. The top 1% of learners aren't smarter. They're just more intentional. Now it's your turn.